as a guy, you should want to glow up. You should want to improve yourself. But many get discouraged because it takes a while to see results. But what if I told you that there are things that you could do right now that will instantly make you glow up? These are simple things that will make you look better and help you stand out. Now look, there's really two types of self-improvement tips. Things that are going to help you out the most, but it does take a lot of time, and you should definitely be on those things right now. But for the time being, if you want things that you could do right now that are honestly very simple, then these 3 simple tips will help you glow up. For example, the first one is going to be getting rid of any imperfections. Now calm down, because I know this one sounds a little bit harsh, but I'm not talking about anything too crazy. I'm talking about little imperfections that are making you less attractive. Let's be real, the little things really do go such a long way, and something as little as a red pimple on your face is not helping you be more attractive. So we got to get rid of those little imperfections. The more of these little things that you get rid of, the better you will look. I'm going to be going down a huge list right now, so make sure you're paying attention, so that way anything that you're dealing with, hopefully I'll cover right now. For example, a pimple. Can't tell you how many times the first thing I did was look in the mirror and notice a huge pimple on my face that just formed overnight. Now, first of all, this is normal. One thing that you shouldn't do is pop it with your fingers. Stuff like this is going to lead to acne scars and make it more inflamed, and as tempting as it is, because you think that it's going to help, it's really not. So getting something like an emergency spot patch, on average probably about 6 to 8 hours, but it's way better than popping it with your fingers and making it look so much worse. Another thing is going to be red eyes. If you wake up in the morning with red eyes because they're strained, that also is not very attractive. So one thing that you could do to get rid of that is using some eye drops. Or another thing that's very annoying, and honestly I struggle with to time, it's going to be bags under your eyes. Now honestly, this is actually a simple fix, but a lot of people overlook this. All you have to do is get something cold like ice or a cold spoon, put it under your eyes for 2 to 3 minutes, and it's going to help reduce that so much more. And it only takes a few minutes for something so simple. Same thing with the puffy face. If I have poor sleep or I ate bad the day before, a lot of times I'll wake up with a puffy face. You want to try to make your face as defined and as lean as possible. And sometimes because you're retaining too much water, it's going to make your face puffy. So drinking more water to try to flush out all of that will help you so much, or washing your face with cold water. Another thing I'll notice about myself is if I have yellow teeth, and this one's very simple to fix. If you want a quick and simple fix, use something like baking soda toothpaste, and that will help get rid of any yellow stains and make your teeth a lot whiter. Now for me personally, I noticed the most effective way to get rid of this is with some whitening strips. Now the thing is with whitening your teeth, you don't want to overdo it. 1, because it's not going to look as good as it should, and 2, you don't want your teeth to become sensitive or damage your teeth or enamel. So make sure to only do this from time to time when needed. Another quick and simple fix that you could get rid of is going to be a bad hair day. If your hair is just not listening to you, it does not want to be styled the way you want to style it, and you're completely tired of it, throw on something like a hat or a beanie, so that way you're hiding a bad hair day. Another thing that I personally struggle with is having redness, again from a pimple, or maybe it's just a red mark. You could use something like a tinted moisturizer that blends in with your skin to help get rid of that redness. And don't be like most guys, because a lot of people would think that this is like makeup. No, it's not. It's gonna help you get rid of those little imperfections that I'm talking about. It's gonna balance the color of your skin, and it's not makeup. And I know what you're thinking, that sounds like makeup. Those are mostly the things that I personally struggle with, but if there's anything that you're struggling with, make sure to comment it down below. I'll try to leave a little remedy that I personally use as well. The second thing that's gonna make you look better is elevated basics. The foundation of your wardrobe should be made up of essential pieces like blank tees, shorts, hoodies, but regular fits are so boring, and some brands are just way too basic. But that's exactly where today's video sponsor comes in, Hours. Now look, I've been rocking with Hours for well over a year now, and since I found them, they became my go-to quality basics. But unlike a lot of brands out there, they are not boring because they focus on those elevated basics. With things like oversized pieces, high thread counts, drop shoulders, and just the perfect color palettes, I've quite literally been wearing them everywhere. And that's exactly why you've heard me talk about them so much, and you see me wearing them a lot. They are quite literally one of my favorite brands. Since it's summer, I've been wearing the blank navy shorts. These are more of a sweatshirt material, which is perfect for a cozy streetwear outfit. And I've been pairing that with the full set. And let me tell you, this summer, I've been really liking those full set looks. But if not, I like to switch it up with a graphic tee from Hours, or if it's cool enough outside, I'll wear it with a hoodie. One of them being this exact hoodie that I'm wearing right now. Now, because they use a higher thread count, their hoodies are 400 GSM, which means they're a heavyweight hoodie. So when it's nice and cool outside, these are my go-tos. It's perfect just for lounging around. These are pieces that you should have in your wardrobe, but without making them boring, because these are such a step up from a normal hoodie that you'll see. So if you're not already, you definitely got to start wearing Hours collection. You definitely have to implement them in your wardrobe. And when you do that, you definitely have to use code Ramirez, because that's going to save you 15%. Like I said, I've been talking about them for a while now, and you will continue to see me wearing them. So the link's going to be the first one in the description. Go ahead and pick up your elevated basics. And the third tip that's going to help you glow up is going to be not caring. I know that sounds weird, but I definitely have to explain myself on this one. If there's one thing that I could tell my younger self, is to stop caring about things that don't matter. Now, of course, things that matter, it's different to everybody. But for me personally, the 3 things that I mostly focus on is things that are making me happy, things that are beneficial for me long term, or if it's something that I care about. For me, this is just the general rule of thumb that I try to follow to make sure it's something that I want to care about, something that I want to invest my time with, even something as little as to think about. And that's why I always say that when it comes to something like your insecurities, you have to drop them. You have to stop caring about them because they don't follow any of the 3 things that I talked about. And so if there's anything in your life that's stressing you out, you really have to ask yourself, is it worth stressing out about? Because a lot of times you will come to realize that it was not worth stressing over. And now you may be wondering, well, how is this going to help me glow up? If you are so stressed out about your insecurities, about the wrong things, you're never going to take that step forward in life. You're never going to advance because you're going to be stuck. All those insecurities and all those little negative thoughts in your head are going to be holding you back, because this applies to everything. If you want to start dressing better, but you're too insecure of what other people might think about you, think about it. The opinions of others should not matter to you because it doesn't bring you happiness. It's not beneficial to you whatsoever. And therefore, who cares what people think? Wear what you like and be confident with it. And that way you can start dressing better and you'll stop caring about what other people have to think. And I definitely try to talk about that a lot in my channel because that definitely held me back when I was younger as well. But one thing that I feel like not enough people talk about, and one thing that I came to realize was that not only does it not matter what other people think, sometimes your mind is playing tricks on you, but sometimes those insecurities are in your own head, and therefore you have to get out of your own head. Look, things are not as big as a deal as you make them out to be. So I really just can't stress it enough. Do what you want to do what makes you happy, dress how you want to dress, and that way you're definitely going to be glowing up, or at least taking those steps forward to actually glowing up. But these are the simple things right now that you could start doing today to help you glow up. But of course, most things are going to take time. So like working out, doing an active skincare system, all those take time. So be patient, and I promise you, you will glow up. Now look, a lot of you guys are younger, and recently I made a video about how to be that guy. And in that video, I compared myself a lot to how I was when I was 14 years old. So if you're in that price range and you want to know some things that I wish I knew when I was 14, this video right here is going to show you exactly that. Other than that, I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next video.